Hello, this is Rebecca here with Create with Rebecca, and today I'm back with a video to show you how I'm going to create a mixed media dashboard for my planner. And basically, I wanted to use this very special kit that I was sent by Flaum. It's her 28 Lilac Lane buttons line through Buttons Galore. And basically, Flaum, you may know her with Craft with May. I'll leave her information down below. But she, I discovered May through scrapbooking and took a bunch of her classes and those kind of things. And she said, would you like to work on a button kit? I said, absolutely. I could definitely. I'm always willing to kind of think of ideas and do something different. So anyway, this was a new kit that she has out. And again, check out 28 Lilac Lane by Flaum through Buttons Galore. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to create with this special kit. So I started out, I know I'm going to try to, I have a tendency to run long when I'm designing things, so I'm going to try to really make this not so long, but if it goes over, I'm sorry. I try to keep my videos under 20 minutes, but sometimes they go a little longer. So again, I just have a visual in my head, so I went ahead and pre-cut my dashboard size for my personal planner, and then I'm using this sticker sheet by Echo Park Paper Company, and I recently became a distributor for them, and so I'm using a lot of their papers in my kits and making traveler's notebooks and things like that. So I also ordered these kits called Life is Good, and I'm really liking the design here. This paper is actually by Pebbles. I had it sitting out here. It's an old line that's been out for a while, but this was the paper collection that I just cut that from. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So what I really liked about this kit was all the cute houses and the swirls and the flowers and the colors. I love the muted colors. And although I am ready to go full-fledged into fall, I feel like I can't yet because it's still late August, but you know, I'm brimming on September and my orange and reds and yellows and browns are wanting to come out. So I really like this because I can kind of feel like I can use that. So I'm going to start. I really like this pink house, and I really liked all of them, but pink is what I'm going to go with. And then I guess before I get started, let me mark the holes so I don't interfere. This is an old dashboard I made a while back. So I'm going to mark holes where I'm going to be punching. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and punch. Because I'm not laminating. I know in the past that I've made a mistake and laminated it. And you know, my desk is an absolute mess. I've been in full-fledged creating mode lately. And who has time to clean up when you do that? But it is time to get myself in check. Fall's coming, so hey, we gotta get organized. We gotta get cleaned up, especially because I'm gonna start doing some shows, so that's gonna take up a lot of my space. So let's go ahead and punch that out, and then that way we don't interfere with where it goes into the planner. I'm not gonna be laminating it, like I said, so we're gonna just go with it that way. So I think I'm going to put a little house here. I'm already thinking, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then I thought about taking a swirl. I don't think I'm going to use all of it, but actually, let's go ahead and get it off of here. Again, this is just something I have in my head. I really hope it works out since I'm on film and I'm gonna want to upload this. So let's try this over here like that. There we go. And then I'll just cut off this excess here. Okay. And so again, I'm really wanting to design something that I can use with the buttons. And so I thought about, of course, making my flowers. So I'm going to use some of these as a basis of, I'm going to pick out a couple of these so we can get an idea. I'm going to fill these up with little buttons. So let's see here. What I'm trying to decide is how many flowers do I want. I really feel the need to have 3, but I may not have enough room for that. It's one thing with the personal size, although I love it for what I use it for, it is limited on being able to. I'm going to hold off on this one. Let's go ahead and get this one done. And let's think about this. So, okay, so I'm going to do my dashboard, and then I'm going to have a quote, but I'm going to use the sequins and the beads to create a little dashboard that's going to go in front with the quote. And so at this point, basically I'm wanting to use the buttons. So, like, my thought process is, let's get a couple of these out so we can look at them up close. Is to, oh, that's a pretty one. I love that sparkle one. And this one too. So my thought process is to kind of create a scene. You know, I could always do like a couple buttons up here, and then have the flower there. Maybe put the yellow here. Okay, looks good. I love buttons. I do. I have actually I have a huge container of buttons, and then my grandmother, when she passed, I was given her 10 of buttons, and I just cannot bring myself to use any of those. And it's just because it's like she had them in the special tin, and it just they mean a lot to me that way. So I'm just gonna. I don't ever want to touch them. I know that sounds crazy. She probably's like, use those buttons, but I don't want to. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Oh, you know what? I just had an idea. What if we do little? Oh, that's cute. Little on the swirls, buttons on the swirls. Okay, and then maybe a larger button down here. And then if I do the blue one, for some reason I feel like I need to come in with something right here, even though I'm going to be, the buttons, I mean the hole punches are going to be there. Here I go again, filling up those hole punches. If y'all knew last time, I punched, then I punched again, and then of course it wasn't even, and I was like, oh my gosh, I messed it all up. But I like all the flowers. They're just so pretty. So I'm going to do that there. And then I'm thinking if I had another flower, I could open another kit, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, we will go with this and see how that goes. And then, you know what, I could come in here and do some doodling to fill in some of that. So let me show you how I'm going to get these buttons down. I'm a super glue person. Yes, it can be dangerous. It can glue your fingers together, but I've kind of worked with it a little bit, so I'm kind of a lot more careful than what I used to be. But it just works. And I've used other glues, and it doesn't stick as well. And super glue, and it dries fairly quickly. Oops, I might have got too much on that one. It's okay, we're just going to let it sit. Because, yeah, the key is get your stuff down and then don't mess with it, because that's when you get your fingers into trouble. Okay, so for the center of this yellow one, I may want to do, I love the sparkle one. Wow, that's my favorite. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do to fill in. I have this jar of gems that I'm going to fill in this pink one with. Oh, there's a perfect one right there. Let me see if I can get it out. And I'm going to just fill this one up, because I'm just going to put a little bit more super glue and then just drop it in there. Okay. And then we're going to do this one, the sparkle. Maybe if I just put it on the paper. Ooh, it's running, it's running. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to set this aside since we have our glue on there and we don't want to mess with it and we don't want to glue our fingers together. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then I talked about making a little quote. And so I also have, where's that sheet of paper? Oh, this sheet came in that kit as well. It's double-sided. But I really like the little cards, and so I wrote down a couple of quotes that I found on Instagram, and I found them through Planner Perfect. She's got some great quotes. If you ever look at her planners too, they are just absolutely gorgeous. And then my friend, also her is 1921 Design. She does stamp jewelry, gorgeous jewelry, and she always has these fabulous quotes. And so so yeah, so I kind of wrote down a couple of these, but I think I'm going to go with this one. What I did was I just kind of wrote them ahead of time, and then I also used my these glaze pens to kind of bring out like some, you know, make them a little bit more sparkly. But I'm going to just kind of cut these out because they're both actually pretty two different sizes. And so I'm just going to see which one looks the best. Actually, let me cut out all three. And I was going to just add this as just kind of like a little fun little dashboard to put in the front here. And, oh here, I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And then just kind of make it where it's just kind of a little quote, and then you kind of turn it, and it's going to be a shaker quote board. So I'm really thinking this one, I love this quote. It says, "I will not be another flower picked by beauty. I'll be wild, difficult to find, impossible to ever forget." She had that on a piece of jewelry, and I just love that. So let's go with that. Okay, so to make your shaker, I'm sure if you haven't made one, you might have seen it, but you just get a clear, one of these paper, you put your clear, gosh, why can't I think about it right now? It's just the clear paper cover. You buy them, you can buy them a lot. Sheet protector, there we go. And so basically what I do is I kind of use, if you can, you don't have to, but sometimes I use this as a guide, the actual, what do you call it? The actual thing that goes along. I'm sorry, I'm like can't think of anything. But the thing that goes along the where the rings go. I've been up, had 2 cups of coffee. I don't know what the problem is, but so I'm just going to kind of cut this out here. I guess the bind is what you would call it. Okay. So what I did was I cut it out a little bit bigger because I'm going to come in and actually use my fuse tool, and then I'm just going to cut off the excess just so I have enough room. I don't want to cut it too small and then it be not enough room. And you know what? I forgot my little tool. Just one second. Sorry about that. So much for kind of cutting the video short. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here and fuse the bottom first. And a lot of people use that center. I like to use the outside. It just works better for me. So I'm just going to, and I guess everybody, if you haven't used the fuse tool and you're interested in using it, the key is heat it up for quite a long time. And then I kind of pull it towards me. Okay, that will work. Then I'm going to come over here and do the side, match it up there. And you kind of just go a little slow, you know, not too slow because you don't want it to create a hole, but you just kind of move it down. And it creates that. And then I come in here and I trim this off. Okay, so you got a little pocket, and so I'm going to go ahead and add some of these beautifully sparkly gold. I love gold sequins. And I'm going to add some of these beads. And you know what? Let's try a button. Let's do that. Let's get a little pink one in there. Get a little pink one. Oh, that's cute. And then I'm going to do a little green one. I'm going to do another little pink one. I'm going to do a few more little beads. I actually had some little, I can't find them, that's okay too. Oh, there we go. These little sparkly gems. These are teeny tiny. I'm going to put some of these in here too. Okay. Like that. And then I'm going to come in here and seal it up. Like that. Oh, and then you got your cute little shaker quote. And I'm going to come and cut this off here. And then how I finish this out is I cover the seam. There we go. The punch seam, the seam along here. I'm going to come in and actually use a floral pattern. What about this one? It's got those muted colors too. I'm going to use this for to seal that up. And I'm actually might do this side too. Actually a little bit bigger than what it should be, so we're just going to trim that excess off. And then we're going to come in here and do this side. You know what I could have done? I could have added another quote on the back. But actually I like to use these for my sticky notes, so I wonder if this would be the perfect size for that. I always keep my a little thing of sticky notes, so in case I need to jot down a quick, you know, project or appointment or something. There. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to add that in there like that once I get it done. Okay, let's check on these buttons. How are they? They should be dry. Yep. I ain't moving those. Let's see what... I love it when it doesn't bleed through on the back. That's wonderful. Okay. So, my next thought process would be to fill these little holes up with glitter, with the glitter glue, which is going to take a little while to dry, so I won't do that just yet. But, you know what, I just had this thought. What if I put these little guys on there? Not that I don't like the holes, I love the fact that you can see the buttons, but I'm just going to venture out here and see what it would look like. Maybe too much. Let's just see. Thinking it already is a little too much here. And the fact that I'm going to have to get hot glue gun after, get that technical with the glue makes me a little bit on the nervous side with my fingers. So, okay. So I may come in here after it's all said and done and then fill those in. So, if you know me, I'm very, I like to have, it's hard for me to just kind of leave things alone, you know. I like to come in here and add little doodles and some more sparkly, you know, kind of accent some of this. And these glaze pins are just wonderful because they actually leave like a glaze on here to where it looks like it's shimmery. And And so just going to kind of come in here and do some leaves. Got to make it look kind of even throughout the whole thing so it doesn't look weird. Okay. And then for the yellow, I know I have a yellow one around here. There's white. Or it's more like a gold. But I didn't pick it out ahead of time, so that's okay. Here's a red. Ooh, red may be kind of pretty. There's a blue and a purple. A pink. Aha! Here's my yellow. I knew it was around here somewhere. So I'm just going to come in and fill these in. Maybe not do all of them, but do little sections of them to just kind of add a little bit more to the background. A little bit. See how they really, like, I don't know if you can tell, but they're really kind of adding like a sparkle. I'm kind of liking them when I'm doing this. I'm kind of also glancing at the buttons, and I'm really kind of liking that, just the way you can really see that they're buttons. And then of course I'm going to come in here and just do some little yellows inside that blue paper to give it just a little bit more color in the background. And give it a little bit more dimension. There we go. And then, you know, I'm feeling pink. I need to add some pink. Let's see here. I don't know if I do. Let's just do a little pink here and there. And that actually might need a little bit more darker pink here to really get it to show. Okay, I'm liking it. And I'm really liking these kind of muted colors again, because I full-fledged want to do orange and golds and reds, but I'm not quite ready yet. So, okay, let's see here. You know, I want to do something with the house, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that's good enough, right? And then when you have your little sparkles in the front here, that's going to be such a cute little thing to open up in your planner. Okay, let me get these punched, and then I'll add it in there and show you how it looks. And I want to show you one more thing that I did after I get this. See, things are falling. It's time to clean. Just using this template as a template to see where I need to punch that. Some of it, let's see if it went through very well. Oh yeah, I just need to cut those off. Sometimes I notice, like with the clear, see, it leaves like it doesn't quite punch it all the way, so I'm just going to come in here with some scissors and pull those, just kind of trim those off of there like that. There we go. Okay, now, what planner I'm using this week is going to be my brown planner. Have I not used this one? I still see my paper in there. Oh my goodness, I'm using a new planner. I used the Brown Traveler's Notebook by Webster Pages, so this must be one that I just haven't used yet. Which I thought I have. I love the brown. I mean, it just looks, it's just a really pretty it's called Walnut. And I'm just a really big fan of it. I really am. So, as you can see, it's got a pretty rose gold on the inside. And so I'm going to put my, let's see if this is, the trick is the little the glaze pen is dry. So I'm going to stick that in there. I'm not going to, this is the planner I was in last week. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep with my, I'd made these little dashboards up, and I just put little clouds, and so let me go ahead and do that. We're just going to switch everything over right now. Let's go ahead and take that out and get everything moved in to here, and I'll show you my dividers as I switch it over. So this was my notes. This was it's actually using that same product, that same paper line from Echo Park Paper Company. That Life is Good that I'm using for the cover. So actually it's a perfect little match. These papers, these little notebook papers are by my yellow paper house on Etsy. I keep those pretty much in stock because I basically, I'm always making notes. Then I have my big monthly calendar in here, which I can't believe we're going to be moving into September, not next week, but the week after. And this is the cover for the monthly. And basically I just took the cloud punch. Can you see the cloud shape? I just took a cloud punch and then I wrote on there. And then I have my weekly, which I'm still having to put that together for the week. And then this was the weekly insert for that one. And then these are my, this is my daily stuff that I'm constantly, every day I kind of make myself a list of things that I need to do or not forget or pending, or this is today's list. Yeah, crazy, right? So that's that. And it's not like I have to get it all done. It's just things I do not want to forget. Okay, and then we're going to add our dashboard. So cute. And then we're going to add our little quote. And there we have it. Oh, got that gem stuck on the back. And then it kind of even goes with all of this. So, perfect. Now, the other thing I wanted to add is in the kit, and then of course you have your little be the change. Ooh, I like that quote. The other thing that that came in the kit, in this little button kit, were these little charms. And I was so excited because they're little leaves, and then there's like a little sunflower. And I basically just took these tiny, tiny split rings. Let me show you my little box of them. So there are some big ones in there too, but there's the split rings like you put your keychain on, but these are the little bitty ones that are for jewelry making. And yes, I took a blow with my fingernails. I don't know if you saw that. See the paint that I just painted them this morning, and then it's so I'll have to go and repaint that one, because you do have to kind of put your finger in there, your fingernail, and then slide the charm on. And then I just put a lobster clasp on it. So I did 2 split rings, added the charms, and then I'm going to add it onto the little charm chain that comes on here. Oh, and then I'm going to put my gold pen gems pin in. And then did you know they're Texas? They're a Texas company. And there you have it. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, I just love it. And this is actually a little charm that I'm going to probably use throughout fall. I mean, it can go with, I love it. It looks like a little sunflower. But this is definitely a charm I can use throughout the season. So, there you have it. I'm all set up for the week. Got my cute little dashboard, my quote, and my charm. Thank you, May. This was such a fun kit to work with. Alright, I hope my video wasn't too long. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one.